Hey Jay, happy 21st birthday. You're probably wondering what's going on, but you're about to see in a couple of seconds. But I hope you're not mad, and I hope you enjoy it, and I love you. Remember that, and don't be angry. I know you wouldn't have been expecting this, but I decided to make this as your present because you're one of those people that does everything for everyone and never asks anything in return. And, well, I wanted to show you how much everyone loves you, just in case you didn't know. Having this video a secret has killed me, like literally. It's been really hard, but I'm glad you're watching it now, and I hope you enjoy it.
When me and your dad fell pregnant with you 21 years ago, things were a lot different than what they are now. We had absolutely no idea what we were getting ourselves into. I had you, and me and your dad's lives changed tremendously. We weren't going in the best direction, but you certainly gave us a new direction to go to.
Been through a lot, known you for 13 years now. I've been pretty much like family. You're like my little brother, but I've got two, so you're the third. Yeah, fuck, you're a great bloke, you know, you're always there for fucking everybody that you fucking love and care about.
Gotten so close since Dad's passed. The last couple of years have been hard, but we've gotten really close and feel really strong, and you are always there for people that you love, and you're just the nicest brother. I am so glad that you are my big brother. I could never ask someone better than you. You are so caring. You've always been there. You've been there for me for the last couple of years, and I will always be there for you, even though it's been really hard, but that's what makes us stronger.
Hi Jay, happy birthday. This is Sarah James speaking, your sister. I love you. I love you how you have your magic hands. I think you're the best brother in the world. I love it when you tickle me and hug me because it really makes me feel special.
Woke up with the sun. Thought of all of the people, places and things I've loved.
I stress a lot about everything, but being with you has given me a different outlook on everything. And I know sometimes things get hard, but being with you has shown me that things can get harder. As long as you stay positive and stick together, that everything will work out in the end, and it kind of always does. I just love you so much. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Long live this wild, wild love. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the new Playboy. Who you? That's right, Armando Christian Perez. And when it comes to that pretty little bitty kitty, don't stop, get it, baby, let me pet it. I got that wild love.
Met when we were in primary school, and known each other for 11 years now. And through primary school, I was always there for you, and now you're there for me more than you should be. We stopped each other from doing a lot of stupid shit. If we didn't have each other, we probably wouldn't be here. I definitely wouldn't be. You know, you're my best mate. Always will be. Nothing will ever be able to change that. We'll always be able to get through it all. Through all the bad times, through all the good times. No matter what happens, no matter how hard things get, no matter how much time passes, I'll always be there for you, one way or another.
You're a pretty alright person, I guess. You're really nice, and you always like to be positive about everything. And there was like one weekend, I swear we like text the whole time and just about the most randomest shit.
I can't believe that a whole 21 years has gone by. You seem to have grown up so quickly.
But you are one of the most amazing, strong, intelligent, smart people I have ever met in my whole life. And you have taken so much of your dad in you, and I think that my love for you, being cousins, is endless, and I'll always love you. You've always been there for me, and I think you're so amazing. Your dad's laugh and your laugh, I love them to death. That was so funny listening to both of you laugh. It was just hilarious.
I always know you as my Big J, my big cuz J, or Shrek as Jason calls you. You're really fun to hang with. I always love spending time with you, always make you laugh, and I just love you heaps. Just hopefully when I grow older we can go drinking and clubbing together. You can be my wingman. Yeah, I love you.
My first impression, Jay, when I came home back from Thailand, just after my accident, my bike accident. I don't remember a lot at that time because it was a bit dazed, but very vividly in my mind is this cot. Yeah, and there's this tiny little guy, and this was my nephew. You a little bit of a late bloomer, but you matured in the last few years now. I want to give you my best wishes in the future and how you can still mature more into the man we want to see.
Yeah, y'all know what it is. Katy Perry, Juicy J.
You've always had this thing about you which just blows my mind. I think you get it from your dad. You've got this compassion about you, the strength about you, and you've had that basically all your life.
You've always been the best for advice, and I really hope you carry it on in the future because you're really good at it.
Thanks for all the car parts. It was really nice meeting you even though you were really quiet for the first time.
One of my favourite memories with you would have to be each individual time I've dragged you down the pet store or to Brisbane to get a new pet. Wouldn't change it for the world because I love animals and you're learning to love animals. I know everyone looks at us as like we're crazy when they find out how many cats we have, let alone other animals, but they're like our little roommates, as you always say. They don't need much taking care of, they kind of take care of themselves, but each and every one of them like adore the shit out of you, especially Sammy. And I know you hate Ollie sometimes, but he loves you as well. Almost he's learning to love you. As long as you don't say the word outside, then he gets cranky.
You were gonna come to me, and here you are. But you better choose carefully, 'cause I'm capable of anything, and everything. Make me your Aphrodite, make me your one and only. Don't make me your enemy, your enemy, your enemy. So you wanna play with magic? Boy, you should know what you're falling for. Baby, do you dare to do this? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dark horse. Are you ready for?
I got told when I was younger that I couldn't have kids, so for me to have a baby was a really big thing. I was extremely protective of you right from the beginning. We were driving home and somebody of these wog guys in this car cut us off. We pulled up at the lights. I jumped out of the car and these four big wog guys wound up their windows real quick because I'm standing there absolutely screaming at them that I have an infant and if he gets hurt by any one of them, I will kill them one by one. Your dad nearly went under the seat. He was so embarrassed, but I was extremely protective. We got home, we sort of didn't really know what to do. We sort of wandered around the house a bit and we thought we'd have a joint, calm down a bit because we didn't know. And we come back in and I'll never forget it. It was one of the funniest times because we both got on our hands and knees and we looked over and went, oh my God, we're your parents. And then we rolled around for 10 minutes laughing. We felt so sorry for you, honey, because we had no idea. Well, honestly, I'm just so glad that you've made 21 because I didn't even know if you were going to make the first year.
Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it?
But first, let me take a selfie.
I remember all the times that we have had together when me and all of us used to go up to footy grounds and watch you play football. when I was little, and I had to come when I didn't want to, but I just had to watch you play football for 10 years.
I don't do yoga, never try Pilates. Not many people want me at their parties. Trying to find my place someplace. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why.
You just love footy, and that was one of the best things to watch you running out on that field. How much you loved it. It was extremely exciting for us to watch. Many times going down the footy field with you and kicking a ball for hours, like fucking absolute hours we used to go down for.
Remember that time we went down to the skate park, met some of your mates, lived down the road, and I don't know how it happened, but we ended up going down to the marina where we always used to go fishing, and I got stuck having to go around the barbed wire fence and hopping in a boat that was 3/4 full of water and paddling over to you guys, where we failed at trying to tip it over to get all the water out. After we finally got it started, we drove it around to the yacht club where we met your mates again. After playing with it for a while, we realised we had the motor the wrong way around, so we're going in reverse the whole time. That's why I was going so slow. After we turned it around, it went a lot faster. And then we started getting bored, we started throwing rocks at it to whoever was using it. It slowly started sinking. One of the guys from the houses came out and started yelling at us. We all took off. That was it for the first boat. The following weekend, you were at my house, and as far as our parents knew, we were staying here. And then we told my mum that we were going to stay at your house. When we get to your place, your dad was already asleep. We snuck around the back, got our ripsticks, went down the skate park, played around there for a while, got bored. Thought, fuck it. We decided to get another boat. This time we thought we'd go a little bit bigger. Can't remember the exact size, but I think it was about a 3.5 metre tinny. After we got the tinny, we fucked around for a while. It was probably about 5 o'clock now. I wanted Macca's, I was hungry. After some convincing, finally we decided to go to Macca's. We get there, have our food. As we're leaving, we finally realised that it's a marathon day. So there's people everywhere swimming, there's water police everywhere. I'm sitting on the front of the boat, and you're driving along, and I just kept yelling at you, saying, there's cops behind us, there's cops behind us. And you wouldn't believe me, you wouldn't slow down, nothing. Up until, they got next to us and told us to slow down. We're shitting ourselves. They come next to us, and we finally stop, ask us, whose boat is it? And they go, who's it, 10 to 2? And we go, no, it's, look at our watches, no. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. No, who's it, 10 to 2? And then we realised that this boat belongs to a bigger boat. And that's when we tried telling them that we found the boat. Some bullshit story, but they saw right through. They then tied the boat to their boat while we're on the back of their boat, when we should be shitting ourselves because we got caught. Where they're smiling, giggling because we're going so fast and just being idiots. They called my mum, they called your grandma, and we didn't see each other for about a week. Next time we're getting fucking cruise line, alright?
The police giving me a call at 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning, asking me if I would come across to the water police. When there, I got told that both you and Mitchell took someone's tinny for a joyride.
I remember all those times we went kneeboarding together on Christmas Day, our birthdays, and even on New Year's I'm pretty sure it was heaps fun. I remember one time you were driving the boat and I told you to slow down and you didn't fucking slow down for me and I fell and you laughed. Fuck you.
We were super high one time. We were sitting out in the back of your house and there was Sarah's bras hanging from the clothesline, and with the light on it and the shadow on the garage door, we were trying to think of all the pictures we could make, and we got aliens on top of each other and giraffes and some of the weirdest stuff, and we went for half an hour or something while Sarah was inside and we were just pissing ourselves laughing. It was hilarious.
I love it when you, Eddie and Jodie, used to take me up to the rock pools. I remember I was too scared to go in the pool because I was only 5 years old. I was too nervous because that water, I thought it was really cold, but it was actually really warm for you because you're a little bit more bigger than me. You were 17. I love it when you take me to exciting places when I don't know and you keep it as a secret.
All the cars we've had in the last 2 or 3 months or whatever it's been, go up to 3 I think, and watching you pull them apart and helping when I can. That's been fun, especially the drives of the trailer and just mucking around. Every memory is fun with you because just being around you is fun. You're always entertaining or being a smart ass or just putting a smile on everyone's face that is around you, pretty much.
All the fun times we've had through all the different groups of friendships we've had.
Some of your adventures, well, where do I start? The moped, hitting the kangaroo, with the results of Mitchell in outpatient with concussion. Taking the number plates from one car and putting them on another. Yes, the policemen were not very happy to say the least. Then there was the time that you and Mitchell and I went to Victoria, and on the way home, you and Mitchell tried to tell me that you were both experienced drivers. We argued, with me cracking the shits. What's new? Finally, when we got home, I had enough, got a dictionary, looked up experience and read it out. I told you two that you were experienced things, but you are not experienced drivers.
Over the years, we've been in and out of each other's lives, and you even came to work for me at the shop. That went pretty well for a while until I think one day I was looking for you to work one day on your day off, and you text me back. You said, look, I'll come in to work, but I want more money. And that really got under my goat. You weren't working for me after that. I was in a bad mood at the time, I guess, but anyway. You're a top bloke, and, well, as it goes, business is business, mate. So we had to move on, and we did.
When you were in first year high school, I remember you coming to our front door on your push bike and saying to your dad, can I come and live with you? So Eddie said, yes, by all means. And so you stayed with Pop and I right through from then till not very long ago.
Your dad was so paranoid about keeping you alive that we used to spend a lot of our time up at the hospital. You'd cry too much and we didn't know what to do, so we'd just get in the car and go to the hospital. And I remember the first time we walked in, they said, first time parents? And we went, yes. They said, have a seat. 6 hours later, you were asleep. The doctor finally seen us and gave you Panadol. You were fine. And then I think we went up the hospital about 4 more times after that, and we would walk in and they'd just go, have a seat. They wouldn't even look at you. They'd just have a seat. So me and your father spent a lot of time up at the hospital, just hanging, just to make sure that you were okay, because we didn't quite trust ourselves to make sure that you were going to be okay. Your first major hospital visit was when you would have just been over a year old and you burnt your arm. You got too close to a bonfire that we were at a party. And I guess things haven't changed, have they, honey? Because you burnt yourself not long ago on your leg. You're a bit like your dad that way. You love fire and love to play with it. You're very much like your dad, honey, in many ways.
You just have this amazing outlook on life, and I just don't think there's anything that could stop you from living it. And you bring that to my life. I can be around you 24/7, and the most annoying thing about you is just how you make light of everything and you're just a smart ass. But in the end, such a better trait to have, because even though sometimes it frustrates me, it's what gets me through the hard times.
People used to say to us that you were an old soul, which means that you've been here before. And that was very true. I think you taught me and your dad more than I think we've ever taught you.
So high I touch the clouds. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I stretch my hands out to the sky. We dance with monsters through the night. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, I'm never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be the best day of
remember that time when we were little kids. This was probably the first funny incident out of many, when we were running around the room in the dark and the mattress fell off the bed and we found at least 150 porn magazines underneath it. And I remember we read them for at least 40 minutes before going down and telling Mum and Dad, and they were playing Periods, which was the card game Pyramids, but Mum thought it was funny to start calling it Periods, which was very awkward for us as kids. We're like, what the fuck? But then your dad's like, oh, there's someone else's porn magazines, they're my mate's porn magazines, can you please chuck them out? So we took them all down to the bin, but we read them again before throwing them out, which was really funny because we're like, how big are these boobs and what the fuck's this? Like, it was so funny.
I think about how lucky I am to have you each and every day. When you teach me how to do something, or you just help me around the house, or just anything, you're always there for me, and you help wherever you can. Whenever you can lighten my stress load, I feel like you're just right there by my side, either helping me or doing it for me. And that's something I've never had before. And just making everything that you do fun, I guess, lightening the mood. You help me through times when they're hard, or even if they don't seem hard to you, you show no judgment and you just help people. Like, I could whinge to you about the same damn stuff every single day, and you'll still treat it like it's new information and just help me get through it. You'll tell me everything's going to be okay, or I just need to fight through it, because nothing is ever going to be too hard for me, because you're given this life because you're strong enough. And I think for me, in every way, I just everything that I need. You motivate me, and I know I motivate you, and you become lazy. You give me this push, and I know we kind of do it to each other, where if one person is starting to get lazy or not wanting to do things, you just push them in the direction that you think that they need to go. And I guess that's what I love about you.
I think there's a reason we haven't been in Infinity every time we got invited over the last couple of years. I don't know when it was, but I think we were at 12, 13, maybe 14, going to Surface. We go Time Zone, we go to Infinity. We discovered you could go through Infinity backwards. We did that probably about 3 times in a matter of 2 hours. We soon learned that cameras can see in the dark. You got away, I was stuck there, called you back. Shouldn't have done that, but scared shitless. We had to get your dad to pick us up, got a lifetime ban. Our first lifetime ban.
You weren't always perfect. You had your times where you're a pain in the arms. Especially the time I caught you pissing on your sister at the backyard. I was horrified, absolutely horrified. I sent you to your room, said you wait till your father gets home. Anyway, Eddie came home from work. I told him what had happened and he just laughed. And I was so upset because he thought it was funny. I think you're in grade 3 or grade 4 and you forged my signature for school. You got in a hell of a lot of trouble for that, but I'll let you in on a secret, honey. I was actually quite proud of you that you had the insight to do that at such a young age. Even though you did get caught, at least you tried. Well done.
I remember all the times that we used to have with Dad, how we went camping all the time. We used to go to Stradbroke Island and have our big bonfires and play with the fire like we usually do. All the times we went up to O'Reilly's and used to just chill with the patty melons and feed them marshmallows, and it was so funny because it used to get stuffed in their face.
We used to go walking a lot. I used to get a lot of free stuff because you were so cute.
I remember also making your clothes as a baby, and up until you grew to where you wanted to buy things from the shop. So then I stopped and became your mending person. When you put holes in, or cuts or tears in your pants, you bring them to Nan to be fixed. And we do that until we put patches on patches and patches and patches until whatever you keep bringing them back, I keep patching them for you.
I remember when Jodie first started school, you and her at the same school. Jodie decided one day she didn't want to wear a uniform. She wasn't going to go to school. And she wasn't sick or anything, she just didn't want to wear a uniform. So I said, that's fine, you can go in your pyjamas. She didn't care. Oh, but you did. I have never seen you move so quick. By the time I got Jodie in the car with her pyjamas on still, you had grabbed her uniform, her socks and her shoes in her bag, and we only lived about a 2-minute drive from the school. Within 2 minutes you had her dressed and ready to go to school in the back of the car. I remember driving and looking through the rear vision mirror, just laughing my head off, just watching you, making sure that she had a uniform on. You did not want your sister going to school in her pyjamas, because that would not have looked good for you.
Too tight, with nothing in between. The story of my life, I take her home, I drive all night to keep her warm in time. It's frozen.
I really enjoyed it when you and your dad used to come out to your mum's place at Austinville, and we'd just all sit out the back there, having a few drinks, getting on it, just enjoying each other's company. That's what life is really about, good fun with good people. And you are good people, mate. Don't ever forget that.
You said we'll need your skin, kept on the inside, and no sunlight, sometimes a shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you want to say.
It took me, your dad, your mum quite some time to convince you and practically force you to get your learners. When you finally actually went and sat the test, your dad had to have a minimum of 3 canes before he would allow you in that driver's seat. You soon learnt not to stall, as every time you stalled you had to push start that fucking van.
I remember the time where it was me, you and Dad, and we're driving back from Sydney, I'm pretty sure, and Dad saw the sign yell gun and we had no idea, so he decided to yell gun at the top of his lungs. He scared the shit out of us. I jumped to the top of the roof because I was scared that much, and then you swerved all over the road because you were learning how to drive. It was so funny, and then we were like all yelled at Dad, we were like, don't ever do that again, please. And it was so funny, and then we just laughed about it for like 20 minutes. It was so funny.
I think I learned a lot from you in this short time of knowing you. You teach me stuff every day. You're so intelligent, you just retain knowledge so well. And even just when it comes into working on cars, both you and Mitch have taught me like how to rebuild my car. Like, that was amazing.
A lady across the road who, when I was pregnant, used to come over and say to me that I've got to stop listening to loud music when you're born because babies don't like loud music. And I sort of said, yeah, okay. And then she come over, I think you're a couple of months old, and she come over and said, now I understand the method to your madness because your baby sleeps through anything. And I said that he does. And I think you still do.
When the days are...
The birthdays that we've had and we shared because we're so close together.
I remember you, me, your dad and Greg went over to Wavebreaker Island with the intention to fish. Your dad and Greg taught us how to make a fire on the beach, dig in a hole so the wind wouldn't make it burn too fast and whatnot. I think we fished for about 2 minutes, then we gave up and started catching crabs, running up and down the beach like idiots. Your dad started to lose patience because we weren't there to fish. We made a big deal about it that whole day, and all we're doing is running around fucking trying to dig through the sand catching these fucking crabs. But as soon as we catch, we throw away anyway because we can't hold them.
I remember getting a phone call saying that they'd given you a scholarship for high school. They said to me, you're sending a letter out. And I thought to myself, okay, well, I'm not going to say anything to you. For 2 days I knew before you did, and that was so hard for me not being able to tell you. I remember you coming home from school that day and the letter was on the table and I left it there for you and said, oh, there's a letter for you on the table, and you opened it. I was so proud of you. I think I told everyone I knew, and even people at the shops and people that I didn't know, that I had a son who just got a scholarship.
We went to the pool and it was freezing and it was like 12 o'clock at night, and your dad came up with the brilliant idea to go and sneak into the warm pool, which we had to cross somebody else's yard to get to it. So we all thought it would be cool and we climbed the fence, and you fell and smacked your ass on the concrete and was like, oh, it really hurt. And then this guy came out with a baseball bat. And Uncle Eddie's like, whoa man, it's okay, like, we're just trying to get to the pool. So we had to go through this guy's yard. And then when we got to the pool, it wasn't even worth it because it wasn't even warm. It was freezing cold. So then we had to sneak back into the guy's yard. And then your dad left a 6-pack of beer on his fence. And it was there for at least a year after because no one bothered taking it off. They just left it there.
I've been to New Zealand a couple of times, but when you're 19 you come over with me and you're old enough to drink. I remember us being with Kiwi Pop at the club, and I said to you, it's a family tradition, you have to have a lion red beer. and you didn't like beer. You had your first drink of Lion Red. Well, talk about a fish taken to water. You drink that beer every time we go over there now. So that was really exciting for me to see. It definitely brought the Kiwi out in you, honey. You are half Kiwi, and that certainly proved the point when you sat there and proceeded to suck down so many beers that you threw up all over the place.
I remember when I first got my apprenticeship, we were thinking about changing the heater box in your car just so you'd have a heater again. And you kept saying to me, no, what if we forget how to put it back again? It wasn't until maybe six months later before we saw a mate do a dodgy dash conversion that we thought, fuck, if he can do it, let's do it properly. We did it. We turned your car from the shitty VT fucking interior to nice dual zone climate control, and we fixed your heater box while we're there. Since then we've done 4 or 5 between us. Usually to fix one car it would take 2 to 3 other cars. There's not a thing on your car that we haven't done together, you know, like, and the same with my car, like, everything is, you were there for me to help put it in, pull it apart, destroy it, break it, smash it, and fix it all again the next day. I look at your car, I see the hundreds of hours that we spent there. It's had, 2 engines in it, different gearboxes, tail shafts, fucking the interior on it, fuck, there's nothing that's stay the same apart from the shell and the diff. And apparently you're going to change that.
All the cars that you two have bought, pulled apart, fixed up, sold parts, welcome to Armstrong Way Used Car Yard.
I think you like the fact that with the shop these days I've got trailers. You come and see me quite often to buy the car trailer. You know, you're probably never sure how to ask or what to ask. You know, I'm quite glad that you do. It gives me a good feeling inside, knowing that I can help you out in that way. Anyway at all, actually.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, we've been through a lot of things, Jay, you know. Most memorable of them was when you, myself and Eddie, we went for that camping trip all through New South Wales in the old van. Listening to all the music, fucking travelling around. Do you still have that guitar? I wonder. That one that we got on the trip. But yeah, you know, remember the paintball we went to? Fucking, a good trip. Memorable, you know, especially with Eddie there. It was one of the last big things I did with Eddie before everything happened.
My white wagon I had, when I wrote that off, I bought a shell from Chris, used to work at the Wreckers. We put my engine into that. I sold that off pretty quick. Janine bought that off me. And you, me, Janine, Ash, Brendan, Nikki going down Tambourine Mountain. Stop. Janine sort of stops. Brendan smashes up Janine's ass, smashed up my ass, and all of a sudden Janine's car's written off. And then that slut of an engine brings the third fucking shell.
All the fun times with the group, like fires and drives, and that time we went bowling and they messed up your name and called you Dave, and that was absolutely hilarious. I was in your car and you decided to speed past the speed camera, and I was like, there's a speed camera over there, you know that, right? And you was like, shoo, straight past it. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I got the fine in the mail a couple of days later and I was like, told you. When we were going to Toowoomba and on the way back when your car decided to break down, and how it started with the tyre popping, and then on the way there and then on the way back, I don't remember what happened, but it was broken. And you were like really angry at the start, and then like you started like chilling out and laughing with us because me and Sarah were like scared to talk to you at first because we were like, car's broken, what do we do? And then you really just like ended up being cool.
Ain't it fun?
One memory that always comes to my mind when thinking about you is just Sunshine Coast. 1, 2 and 3. Even though the last 2 were shit, first one was the one I always remember, you know, Daniel Weed making the omelettes in the morning, filming ghosts, you know, sinking a boat, always the best times that I always remember with you.
Do you remember all the times we went up to Sunny Coast? The first time we went up, you and Daniel sinking the kayaks, you fucking fat fucks. And your first cigarette up there, it's back when waterfall meant fucking, you know, follow the rules. Not, I'm a pussy, I'm not going to do that. The spa in Sunny Coast, I can never look at a spa the same way again. It's one of those things that just ruins spas for me.
Going with you to Thailand was an amazing experience. Seeing it through your eyes was a totally different experience, especially when we went on our little elephant camp thing and learned how to look after elephants, just in case we decide to get one day. You running around Chiang Mai on a scooter and things like that, that was a lot of fun.
One of the best times I remember sharing with you, Jay, was when we went to Thailand for your 19th. Over there at the time it was Sakron, which is for water festival time. And you, your mum, myself, we got our guns and got loaded up down the lift and out of the hotel like we owned the world. You know, no one could touch us. And we just shot everyone up. We had a great time. Even you got sick for a while there, and you know, but you soldiered on, and we just kept going and going and going, and shared a lot of drinks in the pubs over there, and yeah, just a lot of good times. I remember one night your mum went home early. You and I kept drinking. We started hitting the clubs and went into a few strip clubs and that. The police came around, so they pulled all the doors down on us, and they said, "Look, don't worry, just hide. Just stay quiet, and you know, they'll go away eventually. This is what we do here." So we just kept drinking, met lots of good people, had a good time. Next thing, the sun was coming up. We thought, oh well, shit, we better get home. Jumped on our bikes and off we went.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort.
I really wanted you to experience different cultures, different places, that the Gold Coast isn't the only place in the world. There's so much to see out there. And I really hope as you go along in your journey of life that you experience all those things.
I think my favourite memory with you was going on a cruise. That was lots of fun. Being on the boat and all the islands we got to visit, taking that trip with you was really good for us because we got to make some memories and explore those islands. We got lots of cool photos, and I just love going away with you because you're full of energy, like you just don't want to miss out on anything. We explore and we just do so much fun stuff that I probably wouldn't have done if I wasn't with you.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way.
Over the last 4 years since we both had a licence, you know, people that were in our cars would never understand why one person would be laughing while the other one would fuck up. They'd always be worried, freaking out, and I'd go around the corner and I'd screw up, and you'd be there in your car, fucking follow me. You're sitting there cracking up laughing, and I'd do the same, you know. This is the way it worked. We always fuck up. Laugh and move on and constantly try and better ourselves, constantly try and improve. Go down to Gilston Oval, get the bolt cutters, cut through their chain, and we'd sit there for about an hour, still in laps of that oval. We'd try and get close to each other just to flick one on each other's cars. You know, while the passengers were freaking out thinking we were going to crash. We'd go there the next day, and the oval would be torn to shit. I don't think either of us realised how stupid it was until it was over. I don't know how we didn't get caught. Like, we were just complete dickheads. In the middle of the night, lights can easily be seen from the road, doing it, you know, night after night after night. Just lucky we got away with that one.
The times we used to have when we went up to Sydney to Bathurst, I love those times. And we used to watch the races.
Can't none bring me down, I said. Bring me down. Can't none bring me down.
Walking around the Bathurst track, it took like 4 hours to walk it, but we were the fastest and everyone was behind us.
You are now getting on with your own life. You have a lovely girlfriend. You are living together and you're making your own life. And that's something which is really good to see. And I wish you all the best, honey.
I'm sure you'll remember every birthday. I don't think I've missed one birthday of your whole life. You'll remember the birthday cakes, I'm sure. One a football, another one a train engine, another one a caterpillar, and so on through the years.
I'm very sure that your father, Pop and Auntie would be very proud of the young man that you have turned out to be. I've also watched you grow up.
We decided that I would drive you to go and get the mirror for the Triton, and we were on the way back, you unwrapped it, we were playing with bubble wrap instead of traffic lights for so long. We were just sitting there popping away at the bubble wrap, and then when I dropped you off at home, you left it all in my car, so I had bubble wrap in there for like a week.
Fuck, that van brings back some memories. Your dad driving, you, me and Jody in the back. Got about 20 pillows, a few blankets and mattresses. That's around off the walls. There was always dints coming out, I think.
And all the times we've had in the back of Dad's van, me, you, and like Brianna and Mitch, and we all used to sit in the back of the vans with the pillows all around and all the blankets. And when Dad used to go like swerve along the road, and we used to be in the back, and there was like a big roller coaster.
Bathurst always had funny times there. I remember your dad's car, or van should I say, and the back of the van had a board up because the glass was broken, and he just like, I don't even know, it looked like sticky tape on it, and it was friggin' dodgy. And we had to start it, we had to roll it down the hill. And at Bathurst there's like barely any hills, so we're trying to roll it to get it started and stuff, and that was hilarious. Your dad loved that car. He should have just let it go ages ago.
We decided to have pancakes, and you got super excited about there being jam. You opened the cupboard and you're like, ooh, jam! And then I was like the only one who really heard you, so I was laughing, and then you were like in tears, and you had to walk around the corner because you were laughing so much. It was really funny. It was like the first time I've ever seen you laugh that hard.
When you were a kid, annoyed the shit out of me. Like, everything you did was just so immature and annoying. And I remember one time I slapped you so hard on the back, and you ran to your dad crying, and you're like, Kirsty hit me! And I'm like, no I didn't. And your dad grabbed my hand and compared it on your back, and he was like, I'm sure he deserved it. And I'm like, yes, got away with it. And it was awesome.
You know, honey, we've had our share of losses in the last 2 years with your dad, Poppy and Auntie Lynn. The way you handle those situations, the traits that you have is going to get you through life. I'm really sorry that your dad's not here for this. I know he would want to be. I don't really have the words to tell you how proud I was of how you handled that situation, because you were only 18 at the time and he was your best friend.
Not expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young, let us live forever. Don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in the sand pit, life is a short trip. Music's for the sad man. Can you imagine when this race is run?
Happy 21st, honey. I'm so glad you've made it to this age. I'm really proud of you, and you have become a really, really good man. It's your 21st, so party as hard as you can. Love you very much.
Hi Cars, happy birthday. Hope you have an amazing day and get everything you want and deserve.
Hey Jay, it's me, obviously. Hope you have a great 21st. You've finally come this far. I am so glad to be one of your sisters.
Happy birthday, mate. It's going to be one to remember. You're going to be there. Make sure you get the biggest hangover of your life. I'm starting early, alright? Ooh, I love you.
Jay, just wishing you a very happy 21st birthday. You've made it. Now you just need to keep going. 21 is over the hill. Don't forget that. You're no young little buck anymore. Just wishing you the very best for tonight and for the future. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jay. Get drunk, kill it, have fun. 21, get drunk for me.
Happy birthday. 21st birthday. Big day. And I'm going to have a party on with you. No problem.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jay.
So, hello, yeah? Yahoo! Okay, cheers, mate. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Joe. Happy 21st, Joe. Have a good day.
Happy 21st, Jay! Hope you have an awesome day, and we're all so proud of the man you've become. So party hard and drink up.
And I'm para!
Happy birthday, Jay. You finally made it to 21. Didn't think that you would actually make it here. Just, you know, you have a track record.
Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, DJ. Happy birthday to you. Bit hooray! Hooray! Bit hooray! Happy birthday, mate. Wish we could be up there. Yeah, enjoy your day.
Peace.
Happy birthday, Jay.
Happy birthday, Jay. Hope you have a good day.
Happy birthday, DJ. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Here's Ashley's front flip for your birthday, Jay. Woohoo! Good job, Ash.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Jay, since it's your birthday, I'm going to do a little magic trick on you. Okay? There's a red egg in the cup. Now, there's no egg in the cup. Hey, wait. What's this? Happy 21st.
21st, Jay. I hope you have an awesome party and I hope you go off and just dance like nobody's watching and go crazy and but don't get too drunk.
Hey Jay,
Hi,
happy
Jay.
21st.
Happy 21st.
Hope you have an awesome time, mate. Hope we're there with you to share it with you and have a few drinks and whatever else happens. You're a champion, you're a legend, and hope you have an awesome time, mate. Happy 21st.
See ya.
Yeah, hi Jay, it's good to be here and share your day with you. So I hope you have a happy birthday and congratulations on turning 21. So I'm looking forward to share the day with you. Cheers.
Hi Jay, happy birthday. Enjoy your 21st birthday and the rest of your life. Love you heaps and heaps. Your Nan.
Jay, have an absolutely fabulous birthday and enjoy your special day.
Happy birthday, Jay. Fucking hope you have a fucking great day. 21, didn't think you'd make it or didn't think I'd make it to see your 21st.
Happy 21st, Jay!
All the best, have a good one, mate. Enjoy. Anyway, Jay, happy 21st and cheers, mate. Good on you.
Jay, happy birthday, you fugly bastard. You're lucky you still be alive. You're lucky I haven't killed you yet. Now you better look after Sarah, look after your mum, and look after your sisters and your Uncle Greg and everybody else. Happy 21st, Jay.
Hey Jay, happy 21st. Hope you have fun with all your friends and family. Don't drink too much.
Hey Jay, happy birthday. You know, it's 21 now. You're old now, you can go gamble in Las Vegas. That'll be big for you.
Hey Jay, happy 21st. Hope you have a good day.
Hey Jay, happy 21st birthday. Hope you have an awesome time and you get super wasted.